Yo, yo, my name is Josh. I can no longer be a witness to what's happening in the world. I absolutely just need to speak up. I have 25 years of passion and rage and fire burning inside of me that I need to explain my gifts to the world. I need to give my gifts to the world. I need to help people. I need to wake people up. I need to let the planet heal itself. People, we need to wake up as a collective species. We need to change the way that we are living, the way that we are thinking, the things that we are doing. We are killing the planet. Everything that we do, this reductionist, materialistic culture that we live in, is destroying the planet. The ice caps are melting, the global warming, everything, every facet of our life is based on planet Earth. This is the gift that we were given, and we are destroying our planet. We are destroying our home. Nothing else in life could possibly matter if you're destroying your home. You are destroying where you live. Everything that is given to you, everything that has been given to you is being destroyed. Why is this? It's because of the way that we are living. The collective narrative is insane. The level of pain, the level of trauma, the lack of love. The lack of love is the biggest thing. We need to just love each other, embrace each other. Stop associating with the voice in your mind. That's not you. We are more than our voices inside of our minds. That's just another experience of life. And as far as depression, I went through I went through hell. I went to hell and back. I experienced nothing but straight misery for 10 months. Every single day I wanted to die for 10 months. But you know what? I didn't think it was a chemical imbalance. I did not listen to the doctors. It's not a chemical imbalance. There's nothing wrong with you if you have ADD. Any of these labels, any of these diagnoses, it's all bullshit. It's all a control mechanism. If you're experiencing depression, if you're experiencing anxiety, that is your body telling you something is wrong. Your soul telling you you are living the wrong way. You are not doing this life thing the right way. You are listening to too many other people. You're programmed. You're not embracing your life and your soul and doing what you need to do on this planet before you pass, before your physical body passes. Depression is a symptom. It's not something that we need to just mask and get rid of with medications. It's just a symptom for something much larger at play. A spiritual crisis at play. Doesn't have to be spiritual. Whatever it is, you have to get in touch with that inner higher self of yours. You have to get in touch with that inner teacher of yours. We all have it. We all have it deep down. If you look deep enough for long enough and quiet your mind down, you will find that inner teacher that will tell you what is wrong with you. Okay? I'm just so sick of seeing the pain and the trauma and what we care, the materialism. How can you care about these stupid material objects? Don't you realize you're on a treadmill? You're a rat on a wheel. You're a hamster on a wheel. It never ends. It's just the short-term dopamine burst that you get from thinking that this achievement or this goal or this thing is going to complete you. It all comes from an inner void. Happiness, contentment, serenity, it all comes from the inside out. From the inside. We have to embrace Eastern philosophy. It is far too chaotic right now to stick to Western medicine. People need to heal. People need to wake up. Okay? Cancer, autoimmune diseases, addictions, these are all parts that, this is all from trauma. This is all from trauma, okay? It's not just a chemical imbalance. It's not genetic, okay? There's no such thing as a genetic predetermination, okay? Maybe there's a predisposition, but no such thing as a predetermination. We can change. We can do whatever we need to do to change, okay? And ultimately, people need to experience the other side. You need to see your soul in order to get away from the ego. Try some mushrooms. Try some weed. Try some ayahuasca. These are plants that are on the planet. They are not drugs. I snapped out of a 10-month-long Nightmarish depression. Nightmarish. I wanted to die every single day for 10 months. I wished death upon myself. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. My face was morphing in the mirror, okay? I did ayahuasca, I did mushrooms, and I literally was reborn. I was reborn, okay? We need to wake up as a species. We cannot keep on living the way we're living. We are literally going to get wiped out. Whatever it may be, whether it's a natural disaster or a disease or whatever it is, you don't think that the Earth has its own intelligence? You don't think that this planet has its own mechanism for healing itself or for ridding of a species that's killing it? The Earth, whatever it is, call it God, call it Gaia, call it Spirit, whatever you want to call it, you have to understand that this Earth was here before you, and this Earth created you, and this Earth produces for you. You don't think this Earth has its own intelligence? Look at nature. Look at the way nature functions. It's not just chaotic. There is a beautiful, beautiful rhythm to nature. And this wasn't just by accident. There is something out there that is running the show. I don't know what it is, but there's something. I feel it. I know it. I can sense it. We are all, as humans, have unbelievable capabilities, unbelievable godlike intelligence in all of us. If just we let our pineal glands decalcify, if we stop eating these poisonous foods that we are given in this country, if we just do some yoga or some meditation or do something to elevate your consciousness, you decalcify your pineal gland, you start seeing that life as you know it is one big lie. We're just programmed. We're programmed to believe certain things. We're programmed. You have to snap out of the programming. It's not only good for your own life, for your own happiness, but it's good for the humanity. If we don't change, something drastic is going to happen soon. Something is going to happen soon. We have to wake up. We have to wake up. Okay? I mean, we have to wake up. I guess I can just edit it. Addictions, the war on drugs, the amount of money we're spending on wars and wars. Look, addiction, you don't fight an addiction. You don't fight cancer. This is the misconception. You do not beat these things. It's not a battle. Okay? We need to embrace what our body is telling us. Okay? Our body is craving an external substance in order to self-regulate. Addiction is not genetic. Addiction is not a sickness. Okay? Addiction is just a human being's attempt at becoming whole again. A human being that is dealing with unbearable emotions, unbearable anxiety, gut-wrenching anxiety. That person would, somebody who's addicted to heroin or something, somebody with a lifelong addiction would pay money to rent the space that you currently occupy in your mind, your worst space, your space where your sibling, God forbid, just died, your dog died, your aunt died. That space that you're in, right when that happens, an addict would pay money for that space. That's the level of hell that they're enduring. Okay? An addiction is just a normal response to an unhealthy, uncatering environment. Okay, we have to deal with things with compassion. And most cancers are just your body's way of telling you, dude, you gotta change what you're doing. You can't stop poisoning me. The food that we eat, the meat that we eat is so toxic. The GMO grains. We need to wake up. We need to stop poisoning ourselves and stop listening to the powers that be and the government and the media. The media is so corrupt and they are completely mind controlling you. They instill fear in you. They want you to think that the world is dangerous. I've been friends with criminals. I've been friends with drug addicts. I've been friends with drug dealers. They are just human beings. We are all human beings doing the best we can in a certain situation. Not everybody was given the same thing that you have. Okay? People got shafted in this world. The beautiful thing is that as human beings, we have the opportunity to transcend anything. Any trauma that you've gone through, anything that whether you abused, anything that you went through. We are conscious creatures, so yes, we get traumatized, but we have the ability to transmute any experience that happens to us. That is the blessing and the curse of consciousness. Okay? We just need to wake up as a species. I can no longer see this. And mental illnesses, schizophrenia, bipolar. Look, I was diagnosed with bipolar. I was diagnosed with major depression. I mean, for a time I thought I could have been schizophrenic. I mean, I was completely chaotic. My mind was just, I was not functional. But you know what? In other cultures, when somebody's experiencing schizophrenia or symptoms of it, where we just call it schizophrenia, they're actually connected to something deeper and greater than any of us could ever imagine. They're seeing things that we cannot see. Okay, and in tribal cultures, when a child endures this, or a child undergoes this process, the whole community will come together, will sing to them, will chant with them, will cater to their every need to make sure that the child can get through this process. You want to know why? Because this child is meant to be the next healer of the tribe. Okay? It's a real thing. Healing is a real thing. It's not just this superficial, beautiful word that we call. It's a real thing. It takes work, but it's a real thing, and we all have the power to do it. And if you're unhappy with your life, if you think there's more in this life, there is. There is more. Okay? It's not just about working a dead-end job to pay your bills. We are all capable of unbelievable intelligence and connectedness to something larger. We are all capable of it. But it has been repressed for our entire lives, and we are told that it is considered insanity. Okay? Or psychosis. Okay? Stop believing the lies. Stop buying into the lies. Okay? The system is fundamentally flawed, and no longer does it serve us. Okay? We are destroying we're destroying nature. We're destroying the lungs of our planet, the Amazonian jungle, with 90,000 species of plants that are here to help us and heal us, and we're destroying them to create more materials and to make more poisonous meat. Okay? Don't you see what's happening in the world? Just wake up. Wake up and don't just sit back and watch. You continue to work. Look, you work at, somebody works at JP Morgan. I did the corporate America life. You work at the job. It looks good on a resume. Your parents can go ahead and tell their friends that you work at this corporation. That's great, okay? But who is it actually great for? It's great for the corporations. They control your life. They control when you have to be there, how many sick days you have. You're going to let another human being, we are all so miraculously complex, and you're going to let another human being control your life and control your moves. Because of what? Because of the safety that you believe you need? The safety or the fear of not having enough? You don't even need money to be happy in this world. It's an illusion. It's completely an illusion. All you need is food and people who love you, and you can have a happy life. Jump off the cliff. The universe will catch you. I've done it. I quit my job. I was making $70,000 a year. I quit my job. I jumped off the cliff, and guess what? Everything started falling into place when that happened. Everything. I make more money now than I made then. Anyway, I just can no longer sit back. I believe I have gifts that I need to give back to the world. I don't know if it's in the form of writing or in the form of speaking, or I don't know. And I still have healing to do. I'm still on my journey. But I just want everybody to know that if you're out there and you think there's more to life, if you think that, if you feel empty or hollow, or that you're just going through the motions, there is more. There is more. I promise you, there is these science fiction movies, like Avatar, that's really the way that the world is. We are capable of unbelievable connectedness, unbelievable euphoria and bliss, having nothing to do with any achievement or accomplishment or material, or just from our own internal state of presence. We are capable of this. As humans, we have all been given this gift. It's time that we raise our vibration. It's time that we tap into what we've been taught to repress our whole lives. Okay? And we need to give our children unconditional love. No longer is it suitable to give your child conditional love. Tell him you love him, or you'll be proud of him if he does this, or you'll be more happy with him if he does something. Stop living vicariously through your children. Just give your children love, and they will blossom into whatever they are meant to blossom into. Okay? Unconditional love. And have compassion for your neighbors. Have compassion for people who are suffering. Okay? Have compassion. We are all doing the best that we can at any given moment. People are only acting out in two different functions: to achieve some sort of goal or to escape suffering. And a lot of people that you know that you think are crazy or you can't understand their behavior, they're suffering. They are suffering. There's so much pain in this world, collective pain from years and years and years of trauma. We need to dissolve the pain, and it starts at the individual level. Heal yourself, and you can heal the world.